What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is my 5th video in this series, and this morning I want to talk about how I got the Corvette, or how I became the current caretaker of the Corvette, and then we're going to get into the car. I think today we're going to work on the carburetor and some other stuff. I don't know what all we're going to get into, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So start it off, how I became the current caretaker of the Corvette. Basically, we learned about this car, it's probably about 10 years ago. And we knew that it was owned by my wife's uncle, and it was his baby. He took care of it. And then when he died in 1997, the car was pretty much put in a barn, and his wife, my wife's aunt, she just kept it in there. And it just sat there for all these years. And then right before COVID, my wife's aunt, she passed away. And then, you know how COVID went, everything was just crazy, and we couldn't get, my wife's cousin, who was the executor of the will, couldn't get an appraiser there. She was under the rules of being the executor of the will, that she had to get it appraised and then offer it to someone in the family or someone anywhere outside the family who could afford to buy the car, so that the rest of the proceeds could go to the rest of the family. And so we had expressed interest years ago to my wife's aunt before she passed away, but I don't know that had anything to do with it. I think that, fortunately for us, my wife was retiring from the Navy, and we just moved from our last duty station, and so we had a boat at our last duty station. So we sold our boat, and so we had some cash sitting in our bank account, and so we just had the money. And then when the appraiser finally was able to make the appraisal of the car, and it was like 2 years after the fact, and then so the timing, everything just came together perfectly. And it just I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason, and so we feel blessed and honored to be able to take care of the car, and hopefully we'll get it back running and take good care of it, and add more story to its history as we go on. So if you've been watching this series, you know when we went to go pick it up. So I think that's about it. You met Marilyn, and we drove out there, got the car, brought it back, and we've been working on it ever since. Anyway, that's pretty much the story. I hope that kind of answers a lot of the questions. I appreciate the commenters on there asking about maybe getting some more information about it. And so and that's why this channel works for me, and hopefully will continue to work, is because the people that watch and comment and ask questions and give me suggestions for the music. I'm learning as I go. Anyway, I'm hoping to make this fun for you. I'm having a great time. I hope that you can see that through the camera, and I hope you'll continue to watch and just see how this car turns out at the end. We're working as hard as we can, as fast as we can, to get it done, and I guess it will never really truly be done, but we'll get it back on the road, and then we'll see where we get to, or we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, so that is the story. That's a little bit of update. That's a little bit of appreciation. And I feel blessed and honored that you're here watching this show. So let's get to working on the Corvette. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get started on the carburetor. Gonna start tearing it down. Here's a little tag on it. Apparently this is like a special piece, unique to this particular carburetor. So we're gonna we're gonna get busy taking it apart, and I'm just gonna go straight to a time lapse and get started. Okay, right here you're looking at a part of the carburetor. This is the little bar that has the flaps that let the air come in. Anyway, it was slightly bent, and so what you're seeing here is us spinning it to mark the highs and lows with the marker there, and then we are able to straighten it out. All right, guys, so here we are. This is we're just trying to keep this from evaporating. We got 2 gallons of lacquer thinner. We didn't really have any access to carburetor cleaner where we're at, or easy access. So lacquer cleaner apparently will work. So we got all the parts in here soaking. We're gonna let it soak overnight. And this is gonna keep it from evaporating as much as possible. And and that's it. Show you one other thing over here with the car is. So this is these 2 vents right here and here, have to do with the automatic choke. Apparently, exhaust air, hot exhaust, comes up from here and through a chamber that somehow chokes the engine, so it allows it to start quicker and get the carburetor warm to run at the optimum temperature. So anyway, these were completely clogged, so I've been working with picks, 2 different picks, and a can of carburetor cleaner, and then a wire just to shove it down in there to get it to go all the way through to the exhaust manifold. So anyway, we're gonna come back at it tomorrow. All right, it's another morning here, and just got here to the shop. I got a couple cups of coffee, and we're gonna start off drinking our coffee. How do you like your coffee?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, just with a little bit of sugar. That's all.
All right. Well, all we do is show videos of us working on the Corvette, so I figured we'd show some how it actually starts. There goes the shop cat. All right, these things have been soaking overnight, so we're gonna do some little brushing and cleaning up a little bit, and then we'll spray them off and see what we got. So we're going to have to blow out all these passageways on the carburetor, And so I have eye protection, and we're gonna go to time lapse.
Doesn't give you much in this book. I thought it'd give you better instructions, but it doesn't. Got a blow up.
So, a little bit of an explanation. I'm putting this together while I'm also watching videos on how to put it together, and then reading the manual on how to put it together. And it's just really complicated, and it's hard for me to record it on a phone that I'm also using to watch videos and instructions on how to put it together. So this is what we got so far. And so we got all those other pieces still yet to go back on. So anyway, this is what we got. And so sorry if I don't have a video of me actually putting it together. And here we go. It's been fully rebuilt now. And here's the tag. Now we're about to go put it back on top of the engine. All right. That's the old stuff. Nasty stuff. It's not ready to go on. Okay, well, there we go. All right, without a whole lot of video of the carburetor rebuild, we do have it hopefully rebuilt and now installed onto the car. So the next step will be to replace the fuel tank. And to do that, we believe you got to take the top off and take the soft top out to get underneath it. Hey, you know what's cool is the battery's hooked up, right? Yeah, the battery's hooked up, right? And when I open the door, the interior lights come on. it's like the car is coming alive again, you know? I don't know, it's kind of I didn't notice that until today when I was showing the kids the inside of the car. I think it's a 1/2 inch. a 1/2 inch yep, 1/2 inch bolts here. Oh man.
That's loud.
So you got a 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inch bolts underneath the back of the top. Now, I'm guessing it's best to come off the back side of this. I think it's straight up. Wow. That top has been on for a long, long time. How this works. Wow. Look at that. I don't know what to do with it. It's got a black top. Not sure. Let's see if we can grab right here. Let's pull it right here. Pull it up. A black top. Keep going. Man, this top is in real bad shape.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Been folded up for such a long time. Been in there for, yeah, okay, so see how right here, it's all one solid piece coming out here. Feels like it's been ripped. Somebody tried to sew it. All right, we're back this morning and we're gonna get back on this tank. Hopefully we'll get this thing out today. I'm trying to think of the list of things we need to do to get this thing running. We need to finish getting the tank removed. We're gonna have to blow out all the rest of the fuel lines and hope that we don't need to replace any of the fuel lines. We gotta make sure that the fuel pump still works. It is a mechanical fuel pump, so I'm not sure how it's gonna hold up sitting for 20 plus years. So we're gonna see that that works. So fuel tank, fuel pump, fuel lines, thermostat, and finish up the brake lines in the master cylinder. And then we're gonna crank it up and see what it does. And then I'm sure we'll find a bunch of things wrong with it we still gotta fix. And hopefully this comes out without too much of a fight. All right, that's gonna be it for today. Next week we'll get that tank pulled out and we'll get into some other stuff. But for now, I wanna thank you for watching. And hey, we are past 500 subscribers. And that's just kind of It's just mind-blowing to me. That's enough people to fill a movie theater. So thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so now. It would help me, and to help me continue to make more of these videos, and maybe a possible future rebuild on another vehicle. So if you're not into Corvettes, maybe you might like the next build. So anyhow, but I can't get there without your help. So please subscribe, and together we can make this happen. Till next time, have a great week, and we'll catch you later.